This is Brian Bumble reporting live from NET, Negro Entertainment TV. We're here interviewing revolutionary leadership here in the black community. Well, you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm here with Brother Lumumba, Ricardo Castro, Convertible Zulu Shabazz Wilson. Community activist, commentator, preacher, number runner, bootleg CD distributor.
Get that money.
Welfare recipient.
Food stamp.
And we're also here with Mr. Kamal.
Peace.
Whatever his name. Reportedly, Mr.
Lumumba, you marched with Dr. King in 1975, is it?
Of course. 1975. Remember when A&P... I think
Dr. King died in a sick... Oh, anyway.
What are you talking about?
Well, what do you see as the solution of the unemployment rate amongst the black males, 50% unemployment rate amongst black males in New York City?
Give everybody a job. You know what we're talking about. Give everybody a job. From the homeless to the people that got diseases to everybody. Everybody need to be working right now. Because somebody needs to get paid, and somebody is getting paid, and we not seeing none of it.
Well, how can we bring black businesses back to the ghetto?
Give everybody their equal part.
Of the ghetto?
Who's going to give it to him?
Who's going to give it to him? That man, I think he could be in Texas, or maybe he could be in Boston.
What about you, B?
But what about reparations? Well, what about reparations?
Reparations? Rep who?
Rep your set.
Of course.
Well, what's the first thing that you think of when I say Rodney King?
Hey, stop the beating. Stop the beating.
Kobe Bryant?
Kobe Bryant? You know white chicks alone in Colorado? Because we know what we're talking about.
I can't seem to get a word in there. Is this just about...
What about Little Kim? How do you feel about Little Kim?
That's my homegirl right there. That's my homegirl. She reps for us. MD for life right there. You know.
George Bush?
George Bush the evil, man. I don't know.
What about Colin Powell?
Colin Powell needs to keep kids alive.
Well, you know what? That concludes our discussion, actually. Sorry, but we don't have time to talk to any more color people.
Press stop.
We got to go. Anyway, we have some pork rinds and some watermelon backstage. We also got Malcolm X Lunch Specials and Farrakhan fries. This has been Brian Bumble for NET, Negro Entertainment TV. Bye, Mom.
Yo, glad to be here tonight. Kamal Supreme in the house. In the Spirit Productions, you know what I'm saying? Power Broker Entertainment. Yo, I know everybody know that cat, right? Female, male, whatever. Every time you see him or her, you be like, yo, man, he gonna talk my ear off. You know what I'm saying? Mouth almighty, tongue everlasting, big mouth, motor mouth. You know what I'm saying? Especially them cats. Well, anyway, I'm gonna just get into this. Y'all understand when I'm finished, alright? You an armchair revolutionary. You an armchair revolutionary. You an armchair revolutionary. You an armchair revolutionary. Yo, you talk a good one every time I come through, but the real question is what you gonna do. You an armchair revolutionary. You a Garveyite and never been to Africa, a double Muslim and never been to Mecca, a disciple of King and never waged a boycott. Never went to a rally when our folks got shot by the cops. Never told a young cat to stop selling rocks. You just blah, blah, blah. Talking about everything under the sun, moon, and stars. Grew some dreads and talk about Jah. I shaved your head and talked about Allah. Got hit with some curveballs and life returned to Christ. Went Pentecostal and started talking voodoo. You too through. Yo, you talk a good one every time I come through. But the real question is what you gonna do. You an armchair revolutionary. You talk about Mumia and forgot about A-Trap Brown and all the other political prisoners on lockdown. You talk about the mother plane and acid rain and extraterrestrials and how we celestial, but forgot about Amadou getting shot in the vestibule. You always talking shit you thought nobody else knew. I peeped the speculation section at Barnes and Nobles. Coming with Farrakhan and Dr. York while swining and dining with pork on your boat. You complain about the Hispanic population escalating and nobody cares about us and what people think about us and why they move away from us. It makes me wonder in whose God you trust. See, you talk a good one every time I come through, but the real question is what you gonna do. You an armchair revolutionary. You talk about the Arabs and Africans and Europeans and how they enslaved the Nubians and brought us over here. Our culture was robbed, and because of them now we don't got no jobs. And the little people in the shops looking up at us from 4'2", like we gonna steal something from their store. And how we shouldn't buy for them no more. And how the man made aid so we could hit chicks raw. How Ashcroft took away our civil laws and rights, and how come black folk too scared to fight. Yo, you talk a good one every time I come through, but the real question is what you gonna do? You an armchair revolutionary. And then you talk about the kids. You call them generation crack. And why they wear their pants like that with them rags on their heads? And you never took the time to talk to one of them. But you consider them trifling niggas that would rather pull triggers on each other than join the revolution that only seems to exist in your head. You mad at everybody from light-skinned to multiracial to bourgeois, and ain't nobody thinking about you, pa. You mad at sisters that crossed over, lesbians, gays, politicians, the elephant and the donkey, while you sit in front of the TV with the remote like a blast monkey, flunky or crack junkie, like a black Archie Bunker talking about the hunky. Yo, you talk a good one every time I come through, but the real question is, what you gonna do? You an armchair revolutionary. Need to shut the fuck up.
Hey,
That's what
yo, I didn't get a chance to talk, man. I'm going to do my poetry.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Yo, your cats is armchair
That's a cut.
man.
That's a cut.
Come on, man. You know, this is chaotic TV right here.
Anyway, man.